know, if I got a props, that nigga don't do this. Well, he better do this.
That's right. Yeah.
But now we're opening the door for all of these parents to start coming out and protecting their kids.
If you think that's bad, wait till you see Shadour.
Right, it's about to get worse.
Dion already doing it. We all saw what we saw. You know what we saw.
That's elementary school.
No.
That's all
when you a teammate, he push him like, man, like, let's go. He push him like, get off of me.
Get off of me.
Get off me.
No, don't touch me.
Was it worth the 30,000? Now? In the moment.
In that moment.
In the moment.
He was up.
You remember? Was it bingo night? Or was it? 44. You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But keep it high level. This is going to just give you the beats. And I give you my opinion at the end on all of these topics. But what's going on, the core issue, is the carriage rights fee.
First of all, start off the right way. Exactly. Let me start out like this. This is why I'm broke and you got money. This whole Dak Prescott saga.
What are those? On the field, I got metric after metric. He's a winner. Okay, he's number one in all categories for the Dallas Cowboys first 5 seasons. Off the field, unquestionable character. Like, the only thing you got on Dak Prescott is,
I am undisputed. Oh, come on. And me playing basketball, and I just want to line up.
He's getting up.
And show, yeah, we doing this for real.
He's first.
I want to go rebound.
Shoot. This one?
Cut that up, baby. This boy, it's wet time. That's what I do.
I still don't know why this is a pick, except exceptional play by the defender. Look at that. 2 dudes reaching, and then he comes between them and say, let me split this bunk bed. And I'm out of here. Shotgun snap, slips. Oh, that's ugly. Sack on your first play ever in the NFL. I know your nightmares came true. You're like, God dang. Oh, yeah, this ain't it. Look at this blitz right here.
I mean, he only knows so much what he's reading off stats, off paper. I mean, everything's good on paper. But I would always love to hear it from a player because they play the game.
What about a journalist? Like, being real, NARPs are journalists. Like, you're from that pool, right? So imagine somebody just said, you didn't play the game. I don't want to hear it.
She would have a living room full of people at about 10 p.m. probably every other Friday or Saturday. Come up here and I already know what they want, and I got to sing whatever song.
Did you say song. Sing, not rap? You said sing, huh?
Sing. Yeah, they ain't trying to hear no rap. They ain't trying to hear no rap. Yeah.
Well, you think you can do something with that? Hey man, Michael Jordan too light in the tail.
Okay, you know what, big dog?
Yes.
I ain't light in the tail. If you want some of this, let's go one-on-one right now. Let's get Everyone's playing the hits, but I'm a DJ. And one thing I know from my DJing experience is that you don't just play the hits. You play things that people haven't found out about yet. Discovery. Not up to me. I don't have this ego where I'm a buck, talk trash, and be like, yo, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm gonna be like this. All right, I got enough talent. I got enough belief in me. I know what I want to do. Yep, let me go do it. Blah, blah, blah. I miss y'all, but I took my medicine, so no rap Tourette's today. Love all you guys who woke up with me and said, forget that coffee, forget that tea. I got me some DAT. DUDE. That dude, what's up, baby? Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a member. Man, we got the best show ever because our show is about their shows. We over here robbing them like 50 Cent. How to rob a R&B, or how to rob a sports media dude. Let's take it from him for real. We got to talk about it for real. Dan Lebatard, Jemele Hill exposes the apocalypse of journalism. Oh, they go deep on it too, respect. Diana Rossini, that story continues to twist and turn. Take us all around the Six Flags roller coaster, and we're going to give you the latest, and the latest ain't good. Let's just talk about that. A.J. Brown, that trade, the trade rumors are heating up because they're real. Okay, we're going to talk through that. Skip Bayless unpacks why Fox lets Shannon Sharpe go and how he couldn't even stop it. Big, mighty Skip Bayless couldn't stop it. LeVar Ball making big demands of the NBA, big baller demands. I said go get all my boys. We're going to talk through that. Kendrick Perkins got a little issue with Ja Morant, got a little issue with T. Morant, got a little issue with the Memphis Grizzlies. They all caught up in the spider web. We're going to break that down. We got some WrestleMania coverage, but we're going to do it our way, which is a little different. And got to play y'all old clip of the old NFL and Hall of Fame conversation with Lawrence Taylor. Let's just say it's about women, crack, and sacks. Yeah, I said crack, damn it. Let's get into it. All of that and more. Make sure you liking this video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and become a member. I see y'all out there, y'all deep. But you know me, I took my rap Tourette's medicine and everything is working out fine. But have you forgotten that once we were brought here, we were robbed of our names, robbed of our language. We lost our religion, our culture, our God. And many of us, by the way we act, we even lost our minds. Here it is. Bam! God, dog, I needed that. Let me take a little sip. Ain't a medicine alive stop me from loving rap music. God dang it. No matter how much they mumble, how much they mess up rap, they can't take away what they already did. And what they did was impress me. Oh, I love that art form. Respect to all y'all out there who rock with me. At least the energy. Even if you don't like the songs, you like the energy, right? Well, even if you don't like Deion Sanders as a coach, you got to say this. Deion Sanders be dropping some jewels. He be talking that talk. So let's hear Deion Sanders talk a little bit of talk. What's this conversation about? Deion Sanders wants to break down what's crack-a-lacking in not only college football, but the men and the people that he's working with. So, without further ado, let's do. All right. Target Deion.
This is what I don't like with people. And I think it's spiritual. I look at a lot of things spiritually first. The devil got 5 shots at me. You don't think one of my kids gonna get nicked? You don't think one of my kids gonna get got? He got 5 shots to get at me through my children. And we've tried our best to guide, to protect, to provide, to nourish, to everything. So you can't put it on the father or the mother by saying, now you ain't do this or you ain't do that. That's a lie.
Wow. Y'all hear him? Oh, I love me Deion when he in this lane. Let's be real about it. Okay, because as parents, we create the kids, but we don't control the kids in terms of fully how they turn out. Let's just be real about that. We know that. I mean, what are absolutes in this world, right? I made you. I took care of you. I was there daily. All of the above. At the same time, you can, with free will, choose the path you want. I have seen people who have come from really nice, nurturing homes, nuclear family, etc., kind of go off the reservation. And I've also seen people who are born in dysfunction and chaos find their way. Now, they both come at a cost. They both come with their own toll. But at the same time, you can be from good and turn out bad. You can be from bad and turn out good. Not bad meaning bad. No, bad meaning good. I'm sorry. So here's the point. I know what he's trying to say. At the same time, we can't absolve ourselves as parents and say, oh, I did my part. Nah. I love the fact that he said the devil gets at you so many different ways. Man, the devil, even though God got the trump card, he got the big joker, he let the devil play his hand. And the devil will come at you any way, every way. The first time he's going to come in all red with a pitchfork, talking about, hey, I'm the devil, how are you? And then you're going to be like, oh, now that's the devil. So guess what he does? I think there was a movie about this, something. Beat it up in the comments, let me know. The next time he comes exactly how you like him. You dress him up now, that girl. You dress him up now, the homie who said, hey, after school you dress him up now. The things that you are tempted by, the things that are devious out there that you actually think are delicious. He ain't wearing red no more. He wearing your favorite color. And then he knocks at the door. And you like, all right, who that? And then you peek through the hole, you say, oh, I like that. Come on in. He like, still the devil. Still the devil.
Because we do everything in our power to make things happen for our children, but we can't force them to doing what we desire them to do. When it comes to Tip and the way they parent, this is what I don't like with people. And I think it's spiritual. I look at the...
Okay, blah. So a lot of criticism, obviously, of public figures who have kids. Everybody's sitting there reading one article or watching 2 videos, or you see something on Instagram, and next thing you know, you think you know how they parent, right? You go to these elaborate engagements and you see these big old birthday parties. She's like, oh, they spoiling that kid. Then you go to another birthday party. They barely do anything for him. You're like, damn, I wish they took care of him better. It's like there's no perfect way. There's no way to just thread that needle perfectly. I just know that as a father, I am so committed to being there, but I got to do one thing better. I got to get more emotionally available for my kids. And what does that mean? This is something that people who are from adversity suffer from, because there's a certain point where you just got to get it done. Like, everybody got a list of excuses. Everybody. I mean, even the champion has excuses. Everybody got a flu game in them, right? You got the flu? Are you going to ball like Jordan did? Or are you going to just be like, oh, I had the flu and I'm sick and I ain't do nothing? Everybody got a flu game potential in them. Everybody got a Brett Favre Monday night game. My dad just died, but you know what? I'm about to ball out for my dad. Or you can say, hey, man, can't do it. We all are dealing with the same things different ways, uniquely similar. And then what are you going to do in those moments? So I got to get emotionally available, because there was a time in my life where I literally shut the valve off in terms of emotions, because I said, I can't have anything get in the way. When I say anything, I mean especially me, because I would get in my own way. I'm like, shoot, I don't feel like running this hill. Dog, you know how it feels to be 14 and your peers are saying, let's chill, because we're 14. We're supposed to be chilling. We went to school every day. We went to practice every day after it. The game was on Friday night. It's Saturday morning. Let's chill. Let's settle down. And I'm sitting there like, I got to get an advantage. I'm not a 5-star. I'm not the best player in the country. Even if I were, I'd really be out there. I said, I got to do something that nobody else is doing. So I wouldn't call my boy and say, let's go work out. Because if I tell him to go work out, guess what? He going to keep pace with me. I'm trying to get ahead of him. Felt weird, too. I feel like I was sneaking. I feel like I was doing something devious. I was like, I'm about to go work out. I ain't going to tell nobody, especially a girl with a hookup body. This rap Tourette's is on control today, out of control. Let me say, so I end up jogging down the Valley Ridge, sitting at the bottom. All of LA know what I'm talking about. And you look up that windy road. I'm saying, let's go. Now you got to push yourself, because you could go out there and BS yourself and not even get a great workout and be acting like I did something. Your ass ain't getting drafted. So I actually had to push myself and run. And the craziest part is when you see other people running with you. Somebody's faster than you. Some old man who just still in shape. He like 37, about to run the LA Marathon. He just getting it. You're like, damn. Then there's some little kids barely can get up and come down. Then you see some people, some fat people trying to lose them extra pounds. Good luck. They trying. And then you just got to go. I remember them days, man. Dion told me. And my parents, how does that all connect? My parents never woke me up. They didn't wake me up on Saturday. And I still wanted to do it. So it's a balance of, if my parents would say, go, go, go. I don't know. At 16, 17, I might have tapped out, because I'm doing it for y'all and your controls. Not necessarily for me and what I feel. Woo! Just wanted to start the show off, get a little deep, get a little deep. You know what I'm saying? Best way to get in the pool is not to put a toe in. Jump your butt into 8 feet. See how that goes. See how that plays. All right? Speaking of parenting, talk about this. Is there any better story of parenting than this in sports right now? Let it go.
Shit, I was on the floor with my son, like in a playoff game. That's probably the craziest thing that's ever happened to me in my career. It was just so cool to be out there with him.
He out there with his son playing basketball. I know what y'all gonna say. His son shouldn't be there. Well, there's a lot of shouldn'ts in this world. Let's just start there. Jimbo, you agree? Yeah, don't get me listening. Don't get me started on that list of shouldn'ts, baby.
And his brother and sister and his mom in the building and his grandma. That's just insane. My mom get to watch her son and her grandson during the playoffs. That's crazy.
Y'all say what y'all want about Gloria. That's her name, right? Gloria. Gloria James. Gloria James. They talking about men need to stud, and they always, them horses and stuff. Oh, you better stud that dude. Gloria James? Jesus. Single mama? My baby is LeBron? Oh, since y'all want to talk about LeBron ain't the GOAT, okay, let's add this up. I'm the GOAT. I made him and I made Bronny. LeVar Ball over there like, hold my beer. Hold on. I got Lonzo. I got LaMelo. Angelo even made it for a camp. These people. And you know what's the best part about it is? You can see how they were diamonds in the rough because you've heard her story, how rough it was. Single mama. Oh, don't make me cry right now because my mom was a single mom. And the thing that made her cry, thing that made her proud was when she saw her baby make it. And it wasn't because I made it. It's because it made all of her sacrifices worth it to everybody else who told her, you ain't shit. Because my mama had a baby at 17 and that wasn't even me. That was my sister, OG Henny Low Tiki, Lata Chica. She had Lata Chica at 17. My mama in Compton with a baby at 17. Talk about stereotypical. Talk about, damn, you just a ghetto baby. You a baby having a baby. You in Compton in 1972 after the Watts riot and the mass exodus from Watts to Compton because they thought it was better. Oops. My mama was told she ain't shit. Then she mess around. Oh, I'm going to do better. I'm going to do better. No, you ain't. You going to have me in 2 years. Golly. And she went through that whole life. Welfare, everything. You ain't. Girl, typical. Oh, the trauma. And I don't even think of it as trauma. I just think about it as memories. And they were my memories. And some were good. Most were good. Some were bad. And now I'm 51 looking at my kids. I start to realize trauma. Jesus. We all go through it, don't we? Peep this. Come on, Gloria James. Get your flowers today, girl. 2006, that's you right there. And that's Savannah. And that's Bronny. She watching her 21-year-old son, LeBron, play in the NBA with her grandson, Bronny, on her lap. In 06, he already been in the league 2 years, girl. 3 years, girl. Yeah. Woo! Ain't nothing better than saying, I can make it. No, you can't. Watch this. 2026, that's Gloria James watching her 41-year-old son and 21-year-old grandson play together in the playoffs. That's just insane. Yeah, baby. See, everybody always want to make grandma like, yeah, baby, you go in there and go get some of that nutmeg. We gonna make us a sweet potato pie. Yes, we is, baby. Okay. And everybody think that's the best grandma in the world. She is. But please don't eliminate somebody who said, there go my baby. Who's that? King James. Okay. And then he gonna go, Savannah, come here. We be back. All right, 10 months later. Who that? Bronny. Who's Bronny? My son. What is that? He gonna make it? How? Because I'm gonna make sure he make it. He made it. Damn it. Yes. Power to the people. Oh, man. You gotta love this too much. That is insane. Now, there's a lot of ways. Look, there's a lot of ways you can handle this situation. Look at this theme of parenting, because we all know Kevin Durant and his mama. Oh, Mama Durant, MVP. Made everybody cry. Everybody was like, damn, I feel like I won the MVP. Look at Mama Durant over there crying. But let's just say Kevin Durant with LeBron James right now, they looking at it a little different. Watch Kevin Durant at a game. I don't know. That look like Antonio Brown to me, but I don't know. And I don't know if this is, look, I ain't judging nobody, but the hell, don't you supposed to take the wave cap off once you get there so the waves can show? He said, nah, they under construction. No, I know. Damn it, better. Okay, that's it. I got a lot of buttons here. I need to label them. That was a good one, right? Yeah, pretty good. That wave cap need to come off. That's all I'm saying. And you courtside, that's the flex. The flex is, I'm keeping it straight gangsta. I'm keeping it hood, but I'm courtside. Feet on wood. Did y'all hear what he said? He said, keep that grown man's anus out of your mouth. He repeats it. And the reason I'm showing you this is because, one, it made me think of Mama Durant, how she feel about it. Baby, Kevin, you can't let everybody know how you feel about them. You can't, as my grandma would say, don't let your left hand know what your right hand's doing, right? Seriously. But that's what I love about KD. So y'all tell me, beat it up in the comments as we talk through this. Do you like your stars being down to earth, as y'all would say, which means, hey, I heard that. Shut up, punk. That's something a fan could say to a fan. Jets, Patriots. Oh, shut up, punk. It's all about the Jets. Nothing. Say it to a star. Say it to a player. You know, you walk up to Mike Vrabel and you say, Jets. And he's like, I'm the head coach of the Patriots. Shut up, punk. And he's like, hey, motherfucker. See? I thought we on the set. So I love when superstars, even though I understand why fans are like, you're doing too much. I love it when they just like, yo, I'm like you, bro. I heard that. I'm going to shoot back. Now let's move on. We ain't got to fight. You ain't got to escalate. Nothing like that. Respect to that. So I like it when they keep it gangster. I know a lot of people don't. Speaking of a lot of people, let's give love to these members. As you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel and become a member. Check in the chat. We got my man Stomp in the building. We got a member, Patrick Edwards, in the building. He woke his butt. Wake your punk ass up. The MC8 is the #1 shot. Gia. Andrew Nance is up. Respect to him. All the members up in the building. We're going to get to the top 5 in a second. Y'all keep beating it up. Real spit. Okay. Yeah, I saw somebody say, Douglas 69 Vacation says Prime is in denial. Yeah, it did sound a little bit like Deion's like, look, I got kids. I was with some of them. I was there all the time for some of them. Some of them, I was gone on the road. I don't know, we got divorced, whatever. I mean, hey, I ain't do whatever that's on them how they turn out. It did sound like that a little bit. I can't lie. All right, Wemby. See how Wemby is? We went to Kevin Durant, how he responded to his hate, pressure, whatever you want to call it. They lost game 1. Look at Wemby, how he takes this. They asked him about the weight of playing for a franchise that had the bigs that are great. You know how it is, a Tim Duncan, a David Robinson. Listen to this grown man talk.
You've obviously gotten to spend some time with Tim and David, and I know Pop was at practice the other day. What do you feel the weight of just those legends in the building, or those guys, putting their arms around you, and what this means to this franchise and all of them?
I wouldn't say weight, no. I would say it feels safe. It feels like if you trip, there's a lot of hands that are ready to catch you.
Damn. I mean, I think I know who I want to be the face of the NBA. A guy who takes his time, thinks through it, is trying to really reflect and represent. It means something to him. Damn it, and he French. He's just like, look, you're American. American public school don't teach you these things. Come on, y'all, we gotta do better.
So it's, from day one, it's felt that way.
You've obviously got...
Blah, blah, blah. Shout out to Ramona Shelburne, who asked that question. It sounded like her. It sure did. Oh, man, it's a lot of ways you could look at a top pick like Wemby and say he is that dude. And there's another way to look at a top pick. Look at this. Have you ever seen this stat? Came across my desk. Zion Williamson and Anthony Bennett, ooh, that's a blast from the past, are the only #1 overall picks from 1973. Remember the year after my mama had that baby when she was 17 in Compton? That year to 2024 that have never played in a playoff game. Damn. And one of them can't. He done, right? Come on, Zion. You don't want to be on that list. Oh, it ain't a list. It's just your name. God dang. Jesus. Get in the playoffs once. How about that? Love, love, love. Well, the challenges facing the playoffs, NBA playoffs right now, we know the Lakers up 1, surprisingly, but no Luka, no AR, but at the same time you had LeBron, and then Kevin Durant didn't play, so he out there cursing out fans because he mad he didn't play. So there's a lot of conversation, but the best storyline of this, I'm glad Skip Bayless told us. Now, Skip Bayless going to tell us in his own way. It's a Skip Bayless way. And this is the storyline that people are forgetting as I get to my man Brian Untitled. Thank you for becoming a member. Yes, he like, man, he over, hey, homie, Brian Untitled, like, he over there shouting out people who are members. He ain't sharing my name. Oh, shit, hold on. Let me look at my ashtray pimping and get some money out. And can I send Venmo through ashtray change and coins? Shout out to you, big dog, as we're going to talk about all these topics. We got Dan Lebatard, Jemele Hill exposing the apocalypse of journalism. Diana Rossini's story, we're still going to talk through it. It gets worse. Wait, it gets worse. A.J. Brown, trade rumors heating up. Skip Bayless talking about Fox and why they had to let Shannon go. He couldn't even stop it. LeVar Ball making demands of the NBA. Kendrick Perkins is beefing with Ja Morant, T. Morant, and the Memphis Grizzlies. Something like that. It's crazy. WrestleMania coverage, we're going to do it a different way on this show. And LT, and I'm talking about not LaDainian Tomlinson, my teammate. I'm talking about Lawrence Taylor, the OG LT. And he going to talk about women crack and getting sacks. Let's do it. Skip, talk about these playoffs. What's the best storyline for these Lakers?
This is Skip Unleashed, brought to you by Underdog.
Am I the only one thinking like, yo, is this Atari 1600? Like, dog, we are playing different games now. We are playing Geometry Dash. These kids are playing, like, games that look like real life. Skip is Atarian.
I want you to think about something that I've thought a whole lot about. Saturday, 8:30 Eastern.
It was after our last show, so that's the only reason I'm playing it. Plus, this is hilarious.
Out here in Los Angeles.
West Side.
LeBron James is going to play game 1 of a first-round playoff series against a coach.
Watch this.
Who called LeBron to his face a bitch.
It hit even harder when Granddaddy Skip said it. Like, he said a bitch.
And a coach who publicly referred to LeBron's son Bronny as a little bitch.
Oh my God. All I can think of is Gloria James and all those sacrifices she made, and she heard that this grown-ass man called her son a bitch, and then her grandson a little bitch. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Gloria, stay back, stay calm, stay cool.
Has anything like this ever happened in the history of the National Basketball Association?
No, and it never will, because no one else is gangster like Ime Udoka. I mean, he took a firestorm head on and said, y'all done yet? Yeah, I ran up in the building and did what I do. Because, shoot, she wanted it. I gave it to her. And, oh, y'all gonna fire me? Funk y'all. I'm out. Get another job before this one's over, punk. Ime Udoka, I don't know what plays he calling up. Them plays ain't working. But his way, his moxie, the way he go about business, oh, that works.
That coach is Ime Udoka, my favorite coach in all of the National Basketball Association.
All right, we got to get out. Favorite coach? He explains why he's his favorite coach, because he's gritty and gangster and kind of stuff I like too. It's weird that Ime Udoka's story was everywhere, plastered. He wasn't even married. He was just with Nia for a long time, pun intended. That's it. I was just with Nia for a long time. And y'all gonna run my name through the mud because I ran upstairs to some exec's wife? Well, guess what? She ran downstairs to some single man. She ran downstairs to get some of this Coach D. Oh, man, Coach. That's how it goes. So now, his story was everywhere. And this Vrabel Rossini story is not everywhere. And these are two married people. Damn, where's our puritanical values? What happened to the sanctity of marriage and matrimony? Gone. Because we care more about somebody who got a long-ass girlfriend. Your girlfriend, your girlfriend over 6 years. And that's a long time. To me, over 3 years. Anytime over 3 years, if you even get married to her, it's shotgun wedding. Like somebody told you better do it or else. She did or the baby that's coming did. Come on. You know what it is. It don't take that long. These people have been married for 20, 30 years. What people I'm talking about? These people. The Patriots reportedly tried to stop the New York Post from publishing the Mike Vrabel, Diana Rossini photos. Just like Big Daddy Kane said. Golly. All right, we're going to talk about that right now. Make sure you like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Become a member. As I look at the top 5 right now, Francisco Aguilera, what's up, big dog? I'm glad you up. Man, you better start hitting them comments, dog. You 5th place. Recycling, you're 4. Stock, 3. Universal Trappers, my dog, 2. And Stomp DC, yay. The homies up in here, number 1. Let's get back to this story. Diana Rossini. Let me see it again. The Patriots reportedly tried to stop the New York Post, y'all hear me? Stop a newspaper from publishing the Mike Vrabel, Diana Rossini photos. That's what we're going to discuss. Let's break it on down. Pro Football Talk. So this is Mike Florio. Yep. Report, Patriots tried to stop New York Post from publishing the photos. Nearly 2 weeks after the Post first published photos, God dang, how many pop-ups you got, cool, of Patriots coach Mike Vrabel and former athletic reporter Diana Rossini in an adults-only resort in Sedona, Arizona, the story finds new ways to remain relevant. Yes, it does. See, this is the thing about a lie. This is why this thing could have been behind us. Diana could have probably kept her job. She could have walked in and said, look, y'all caught me. However, if you guys have it in you to fight for me, I will tell you everything you need for ammunition to make that happen. I'll do whatever it takes. I'll do anything. And then I bet the boss is like, chill, Diana, you already got in trouble for doing anything. And he's like, look, we love you. We value you. Let's see how this plays. We'll see what the public opinion is. So be real. You hear Diana Rossini and Vrabel messing around. You're like, damn, that ain't really my business, but damn, that's crazy. All right. Damn. Diana, what you been saying, them stories we start uncovering. Cool. And then you're like, Vrabel, come on. Part of you is like, Vrabel, damn, like that? You ain't go far away, huh? You like post-game press conference. Her, right there, row 3. What's your name? Diana. Okay, come here. You could have went further away. Anyway, we're here. But once you start lying, this is laughable. Remember that? This is laughable. It's just like you see on them detective shows. The cops always say, look, we got you. Please make our job easier. Because if you make it difficult, if you make it any more difficult than it has to be, oh, you make me work for it, I'm going to make you pay for it. That's how the court of public opinion works. If you make them work for it, they're going to do the work. The internet is undefeated. It's got nothing but CVS long receipts. It will make you pay for it. They should have just said, look, there's no way. And the lie you come up with is we were with a lot of other people. The first question is going to be, where are the other people? So the latest twist comes from In Touch in an article that has been repurposed and amplified by Yahoo Sports. Per the report, which was posted late Sunday night, last night, the Patriots tried to stop the Post from publishing the story. The Post gave Vrabel a longer time to respond than what is considered industry norms. So they actually are looking out. You got to read the tea leaves. The universe whispers before it yells. It gives you warning signs. It really does. If you listen, like, it's so crazy. I don't know how deep y'all are. I don't know how religified y'all are, but I'm a believer. I believe in God. I believe in angels. I believe in connection. I believe that people who are gone speak to you in different ways, but they don't speak English. And people be like, ain't no angels, they don't speak English. You know how my mom speaks to me right now? No lie. Her favorite little, I don't know what you call it, insect is a ladybug. You know how many times I see ladybugs? You know when I see ladybugs? Oh, I'll be in the backyard with the little ones, the itty bitties, and my little 6-year-old Olivia come up to me, Daddy, look where I got, a ladybug. And I'd be like, oh boy. You know what I mean? So people speak to you. The universe whispers before it yells. Please listen. It told them, we'll look out for you, big dog. We ain't even gonna put this out. We ain't gonna blast you. Just, give us some real. So the Post gave him a longer time to respond, longer than industry norms, and owner Robert Kraft took advantage of that extended time frame to put pressure on the reporter in the newspaper. A notorious crisis strategist made the call, but was unsuccessful in neutering the story. So one of them people that think they know how to put out all fires called him up. Yo. And they do think that. And let's be real. It's a negotiation. This is a huge story for the Post. Look how many times we had to say the Post the last week or two. Huge. They probably don't even want to silence it, but they have before. I don't even want to hear their retort. Every publication has chosen, just like ESPN has chosen not to really deal with this. They have all chosen, we ain't doing that. I don't know. Sometimes the editor-in-chief is a Patriots fan. It could be that simple. Or somebody's like, this ain't our lane because who cares? It could be anything. But the point is, it's happened. And it didn't happen this time because he was unsuccessful. It's the second reference to a crisis manager in recent days. Friday's in-depth item by Ben Strauss of ESPN included a report that Rossini promptly contacted a crisis communications expert after becoming aware of the situation. See, you can hide behind like, oh, she's being cautious or preemptive. Or you can say, oh, she guilty and trying to figure out the way. Where's the best fire extinguisher and who's the best fireman to help me with this situation? Simple as that. But it didn't work. Because you know what works more than all these people that are experts in putting out fires and crisis? The truth. The damn truth. I'll tell you why the truth works. I'll tell you why, simply, really. Because everybody knows that they're living a little bit of a lie. There are things about me, there's things about we that no one knows, and we like it that way. So whenever you come out and tell us something we didn't really know, or we like, inside of us, we go, respect. Now, you didn't wake up that day and say, you know what I want to tell everybody? Vrabel and I, or I don't know, okay. You didn't do that, because that's almost suicidal in terms of survival and thriving in this world. That's killing your own. That's killing yourself. But you did the best thing that we all know we can agree on. When you get busted, just admit it. The cover-up's better than the crime. Isn't it amazing when you catch your kids in a lie and you say, so now you're holding your breath. You're like, all right, so did you do it or not? And they're like, yeah. And you're like, yes, the message is hitting home. I'm not asking for perfect behavior. You're not going to be a robot. But yes, stop these song and dances, this cover up. And I'm still in the stage of a little bit of cover up, but my son has gotten a lot better. But he's still, he's a human. He's a little boy. He's still scared of results. He's still scared of outcomes. And look, some people don't outgrow that. In this situation, they didn't. Okay, so let's continue. Strauss also reported that Rossini, Vrabel, and executives from The Athletic, which is owned by the New York Times, scrambled to respond. And that the Post was open to changing the tone of the story or possibly not running it if Rossini and Vrabel could provide compelling evidence to back up their statements that they had each been on a trip with friends. Man, on this show, we been knew this. We were like, dog, all she got to do is show that and it's a wrap. They said it too. They could have been salacious. They could have been the National Enquirer. Like, we don't care about your evidence. It's a good story. But they were like, dog, oh, y'all were on the trip? We ain't gonna ruin your name and your marriage perception. Their marriage may stay strong and go through it, but their marriage perception is ruined forever. Think about it. Anytime we see any couples get engaged in public spats, you look at them, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. Come on, stop playing. You know what I mean? There's countless cases. And they were like, dog, just show me one picture with you and the homies, homie. But you can't when you go 2 hours away to a resort that costs $2,000-$3,000 a night and you seen on a private terrace that's costing a couple G's. I know y'all both rich, but damn, you ain't stupid. Ooh. So they didn't even bring the wingman. They didn't even bring the play it off partner. Like, this is too exclusive of a spot. They could have picked a Holiday Inn. They could have picked that Hyatt in Memphis that LeBron hates. Pick something where everybody is there and you could just blend in. Like, what do you mean? We just here kicking it. Shut up. We at the hotel bar like y'all. But they didn't. The reporting from Strauss makes the item from In Touch more plausible. There apparently, or at least reportedly, was an effort to work the Post by someone. Given the manner in which the story sprouted legs and kept on running, it makes sense that those involved in the situation would try to take as much steam as possible out of it at the outset. Yeah, but the problem is trying to take steam out of it and just yanking the engine is a completely different thing. Okay? Simple as that. Details emerge around Rossini's efforts to push back against Vrabel photo scandal. Look at that. Rossini, I'm going to leave it right here. And I want some videos. Now I'm tired of reading. My voice, I'm losing my voice. We had a lot of games this weekend. We balled out too. Congratulations, Left Coast Legends, tournament champions. Rossini was unable to provide sufficient evidence to back up her claims to both Page Six and Athletic. She lied to the reporters. She lied to the bosses. That's what they saying. I ain't even going to read all this because he kind of summed up what we just saw. Okay? No quotes. Look at that. Just summation. See, that's the problem. We need some quotes, Diana. Simple as that. So now, here we go. I hope they talk about it because there is one part, and this. Oh, I hate to be this guy. I hate to go. It seems like an absolute. Let me give you the story. Supposedly, this was going to be a twist on women in journalism. So a lot of times when a woman gets caught up, they know one of the plays is to play on the bias that exists for women, which is in a male-dominated world, oh, it's so tough being me, these men did something to me. Let's see if this talks about it. If not, remind me in the comments to talk about it. Executives at The Athletic learned about the impending story, and according to 3 people with knowledge of the timeline, internally, Rossini argued the photo. Yep, here we go. Internally, Rossini argued the photos were a sexist attack on a female reporter in a male-dominated field. She made the argument to her bosses at The Athletic and called Levian and said she had been traveling with friends. The Post, though, wanted to turn it into a scandal. She told people internally, according to 3 people. Rossini also offered to have her bosses speak to Vrabel, which the company declined, according to people. He's like, why are we going to talk to him? Like his story ain't trying to corroborate with yours. Like y'all ain't, like if y'all doing this, y'all doing it. A picture going to speak louder than him, and it's going to speak more words. See that? Y'all start catching this, and I know y'all do, but catch it a lot. They say that the number one reason of false accusation is shame. So this is going to be a public shaming. Like her sentence is she resigned from The Athletic. They probably was going to fire her, but she resigned. So let's just stay in the facts. But what was making her feel all this pressure and putting out an email that made no sense that actually hurt her case is shame. Because shame is, they say, the most everlasting emotion. They say shame because no matter where you go, you think that they're thinking what you're thinking and they're not. Like you could walk up to somebody, you literally could walk up to anybody and not be thinking what they think. Like right now, Diddy gets out. Diddy is out and he has a house party and people are going to show up despite what you think. So then you go to the house party and if you're Diddy and you have shame, every person, what's up, big dog, bad boy? Every time you see somebody, you thinking they thinking, oh man, baby oil. You know what some of them are thinking, being real? Man, this dude made the Benjamins. When you gonna do that? What you gonna do? Wanna be? Some people are just like, dog, I'm over it. Move on. Like you're Will Smith. You walk up to him, what's up? He's like, get jiggy with it. Nah. And he thinking in his head, oh, they think I'm a clown because I slapped Chris Rock. They think I'm a clown because Jada Pinkett be clowning me. No, I'm thinking, nah. Shame is the worst. And her shaming led her to that. It led her to quitting her job. It led her to lying on the way to quitting her job. And trying to blame who? Men, us, we, people. And you know who's a man? Mike Vrabel. Like, oh, look at what they doing. They trying to frame me. No. So while The Athletic had been quick to rush to her defense ahead of the story, now executives ask for more evidence from Rossini, such as text messages. Okay, you went on a girls trip? Can you just show me one text message, I don't know, in the last month that says, hey, girl, Sardona, or wherever the hell it is, Arizona, let's get it. Girls only. Nutchin'. I told y'all there's digital forensics experts out there that catch everything you try to erase. Everything you put out there, every text message, you think it's erased? No. I got surveillance. I can see everything. Man, let me stop. Now, executives ask for more evidence from Rossini, such as text messages about an airport pickup. Something, screenshots of planning the trip or photos from a hike. They said Rossini never provided sufficient evidence. She probably, that means she tried, but it wasn't it. Sufficient evidence. So she probably was like, oh, this is us. They was like, Diana, that's from 2017 and your husband's in the picture. Oh, no. Oh, not that one. Did I send you the wrong file? By Friday, April 10th, The Athletic had launched an investigation into her NFL coverage and the nature of her relationship with Vrabel. And a person familiar with the matter told ESPN that she would not be reporting during the process. Man. Let me see. Yep, they try to. Sexist attack. Unreal. Unreal. So it is what it is. And then some people want to connect this. This is it. I don't know. Diana Rossini mounts daring rescue of elderly man dog trapped in car crash a week after the scandal. She saved a man and a dog, allegedly, supposedly, realistically. Okay. And a lot of this is, people are like, why are we still talking about this? Because one, it's crazy. Two, it's about sports and journalism. Three, because of this. Remember how we found out about A.J. Brown to the Patriots? So the Eagles remain open to trading A.J. Brown. The Patriots, boy, people are gangster. You talking about twisting a knife. Oh, we got this scandal going on? Who give a damn? We got a player that we want. The Patriots remain highly interested in acquiring the star receiver, and conversations are expected to resume shortly on or before June 1st, likely culminating in a deal, per league sources. Diana was right. Diana told the truth. As one source said about the Patriots' pursuit of Brown, they'll definitely be engaging then. A trade to New England is now considered likely. Wow. I wonder if that's going to be an upgrade. Is that an upgrade? Right? Because obviously, what's my man name? What's Cardi B's ex, Stephon Diggs? Isn't that crazy? Stephon Diggs is gone. Is he better? Is A.J. Brown better than Stephon Diggs? We can't tell with Jalen Hurts in the quarterback situation, even though Jalen Hurts loved to push the ball down the field. Wasn't always on the same page with A.J. Brown. We know A.J. Brown's a beast. Maybe a breath of fresh air will actually do him wonders in terms of his career. Beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Dirty Diana story just keeps twisting, man. I feel for it now because there's nothing but shame and got to be regret. Got to be regret because you know you mishandled this. Like you could have just came out. Like there's no other way to handle it that's better. But I know why people do it. You lie because some people get away with it. Why do people try to evade the police? Because sometimes people get away. Now I don't know if they get away for the rest of their life, but hey, I ain't going to jail tonight. They ain't catch me next week. I got a month. I got 2 months. I don't know. Or I could go somewhere and not get extradited. I don't know. Beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think as we're going to get into the Skip Bayless story. Him talking about Fox and Shannon Sharpe and why, hey, my hands were tied. I tried to change it. I tried to keep Shannon, and they were like, nope. We're going to get into that next. But then after that, we got LeVar Ball making big demands of the NBA. We got Kendrick Perkins having Morant beefs, Ja Morant, T. Morant, Memphis Grizzlies stuff. We got to talk through that. We got Dan Lebatard, Jemele Hill still exposing the apocalypse of journalism. Excited for that. WrestleMania talk and coverage. And LT, I'm talking about the OG LT, talking about women, crack, and sex. Skip Bayless, this is part 2. What you gonna do?
As part of the departure settlement, and
he was talking about the podcast, Club Shay Shay. They gave it to Shannon exclusively and said, you can have the podcast, part of your parachute, your golden parachute. There was a lot of conversation before about Shannon Sharpe. And I know it was misconstrued. I know Shannon, I don't want to say Shannon's lying, but Shannon has certainly supported the narrative that he always owned that show, even at Fox. But even Skip just came out and said, nah, Fox gave it to him. And I knew that as well, but hey, I'm not popping bubbles out here. So Shannon said it. I told him I didn't think that was true, and it's just that way. It's not that deep. If someone wants to tell an untruth and then the truth comes out, you're not a hater for telling the truth. I hate when people flip that like that.
I don't know. I fought for him because I was hoping because I was going to leave at the end of my contract. I had whatever it was to go, maybe 3/4 of a year left on my contract.
Wow, Skip was going to leave that show. That's tough to believe, but I mean, it's your life, brother. He was going to leave that show. That show still was rolling. Now, it never was going to eclipse what First Take is because First Take just got a lot of built-ins, including time, that just is hard to surpass, right? We're talking about a total aggregate market of, it seems like in that time slot, 400 to 700,000 people on average you can go in there, top dog. And then, Skip and them at times would get up to 400,000, I think, but most of the time they were in the ones and 200,000. It's kind of tough. FS1 is not the same as ESPN. We know that. So Why would you leave? You're almost like you're in a great situation. Expectations are low. The money is high, and your cultural impact is high. I would say that Skip and Shannon have more impact on people like just walking around talking about opinions and conversations and antics than First Take. People are not running around with the First Take water cooler conversation. They were for Skip and Shannon. I remember that. It was on fire. So you were going to leave it? Interesting.
So the point was that I wanted both of us to serve out our simultaneous contracts and just finish together at Fox and go our separate ways. And I had to go back to his dressing room before his last show and just say, I tried, and I did. I fought for him because I didn't want to start over at Fox, and I had to start over a new show in my final year of my contract, which I did.
Yeah, do y'all catch that? Y'all catch that? Okay, so when someone say, man, I went upstairs and tried to fight for you, but man, it ain't worked out. It ain't gonna happen. The first thought is always, man, fool, you didn't fight hard enough. You didn't fight as hard as you could. I wasn't there, so I don't know if you fought. Because a lot of times they walk in that room, they just told you, hey, big dog, I'm about to go up in there and talk to him. We're gonna make this work. Watch. You go up in there and you say, look, they say, so Skip, why are you here? Well, I really want Shannon and I to stay together. I love the guy, great chemistry. Look, we've had our issues. Who wouldn't have issues doing a show this long and doing it this well? We're going to have some issues, but don't let that get in the way of what we have going. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Let's stick. And then you hear them. They hear you out. You said what you had to say. I guess that's the fight, but that's not a fight. That's throwing a punch. Here's the fight. When they say something back to you, and they like, hey, Skip, I hear you. We love you. This ain't the first strike. Let's just be real. We know. This is true. The producers, they have a live feed. You guys get the production feed. They're different. The live feed is as soon as you walk in this studio for 2-3 hours, we're watching you. We can hear you. Everything, which includes Skip Bayless, who notoriously never speaks during breaks. It's not even a diss. He is preparing for the next segment. You know him. He always got his big old stack of notes. He just doing notes. He ain't got time to be talking about, oh, how's the baby doing? Did y'all win y'all tournament last week? He don't care. He may care, but he ain't showing it because he got to get ready for the next segment. But everybody else is kind of like kikiing and ha-haing, and I already know what I'm going to say. I'm Shannon Sharp. I'm a Hall of Famer, 3-time champion. I already prepared for this. It's the Lakers. I'm going to put on my GOAT hat. Like, you know what I mean? He already good. But you know them topics, them conversations, let me just tell you, they get reckless. Because like anything, like reality TV, you forget the camera's on. So you sitting there with your feet up, with your suit on, talking to some lady who's, she's refreshing your makeup. She fine as all outdoors. She a makeup artist. The makeup artist is always the prettiest. If you had to start stereotyping, makeup artist, fine one. And usually the flirty one. Fine and flirty is not a good combo. It could be that. It could be you just over there loose. Like, man, we always, same old topics. God dang. Like, whatever it is, they know more of your personality than they ever show. So then, this is the fight. When they say to you, Skip, hey, big dog, this ain't the first rodeo. This ain't the first strike. Okay? Now, up here, we've come to a consensus. And look, it's multiple people up here that we're going to move on. Now, here's the fight, Skip. What did you say after that? Did you say, understood? Did you say, yeah, I get it? Because then you start thinking about your own survival. How much you gonna fight where they gonna start looking at you like, dog, you really want to waste a bullet on this? Can't you hear from us how definitive this sounds? See, so be careful when somebody does the fighting for you. You know the game. You know the game. They don't always play the game like you thought they did.
Didn't love having to do.
Well, there's the whole Damar Hamlin tweet.
Mm-hmm.
What exactly did you say in that tweet?
What did I say?
Yeah.
Nothing bad. You want me to read it? Here, I got it right here.
Go ahead.
I told you got them notes. What just happened? Skip brought the notes of the. This is so blockbuster video. Like, he's just so old school. I love it.
You actually brought it with you?
Heck yes, because I always get asked about it, and this is the one that I get.
You know who didn't laugh? Skip. Jesus.
Condemned for, and I never understand anything about it. So I had a series of live tweets. I tweet during football games. This is Monday Night Football, Buffalo at Cincinnati.
Since he done brought out paper, we might have a part 3 to this. God dang, Skip, what are you doing?
And I tweeted, the first one was, not exactly sure what happened to Damar Hamlin. Players on both teams are shaken. Ambulance out on field. CPR administered. Can't remember play being stopped for this length of time. Just said a prayer for him and his family.
Nothing wrong. Admit it. Nothing wrong so far.
Like that tweet? Okay, thank you. Next tweet. I've seen so many horrific injuries suffered on football fields, yet never have I seen a reaction like this. In every other situation I witnessed or covered, the game always went on fairly quickly. The attitude was, hey, that's football. For these players, this was all caps different. Okay, so this is real time. I'm typing as I'm watching the game.
Okay, so far nothing wrong again. The only thing he's flirting with, the only thing that's a little dangerous is because he's trying to get it out there so fast that sometimes you don't have proper context. Like you're responding to the response, but you don't know what the response or the responders are responding to. You don't know why they acting like that. You're assuming, and usually you're assuming the worst. You don't know why exactly, but that's the information age we're living in now. And this is what Dan Lebatard and Jemele Hill are going to talk on. They're talking about how you just got to be first. And if you're first, that's right. That's not always right.
Next tweet. No doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game, but how? ? This late in the season, a game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome, ... which suddenly seems so irrelevant.
Mr. Bayless, not guilty. I mean, he is nailing this thing. In real time, look, real time, this is not guilty. And now if you look at it retroactively like we are, of course not guilty. But somehow, some way, this was a firestorm.
Then I wait. I don't know. The game ends up going on, of course, and we're not sure what happened to Damar Hamlin. And my boss called me at home as I'm watching. The game had just ended, and he said,
before he says what he's going to say, they always warn us, like, look, go ahead and tweet, go ahead and tease your show, tease your stories, touch me, tease me, do what you got to do. At the same time, remember reality. Remember, this stuff can get you in trouble. Like, don't get crazy. Don't go off the reservation. So far, I don't think he did.
What just happened? One of your tweets just blew up, and I said, I don't know. And he said, did you get hacked? I said, I don't think so. And he said, well, I'm reading your last tweet, and there's nothing wrong with it. I said, I don't know. And he said, well, maybe you should try one more tweet just to make sure everybody understands what you're saying. And I said, well, what do you mean? What did I say wrong? And he read it again. He said, nothing. By the way, somebody very high up in the Fox hierarchy the next day told me that all of my tweets were, quote, brilliant. They were perfectly timed and right exactly. I'm doing real time what's going on the field. So I tweet again. This is 15 minutes later. Nothing is more important than that young man's health. That was the point of my last tweet. I'm sorry if that was misunderstood, but his health is all that matters. Again, everything else is irrelevant, which I'd used in the previous tweet. I prayed for him, as I already had tweeted that I did. And I'm actually one of those who actually prays. I don't just speak it, I pray it. So I prayed for him, and I will continue to.
Blah, blah, blah. Skip. Found himself in almost like someone else started a fire, but then they got you around the fire. You just trying to keep the conversation going and keeping it warm, and they like, no, you started the fire. Wow. Damn, can Skip Bayless finish this in any time? It took us forever to get here. What is he going to talk about next? We might have to part 3 this. We might.
I can't be any more decisive. I can't be any more fair. I can't be any more compassionate. And the tweet in question, I'm saying no doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game, which they were. This is being argued back and forth.
I got to stop. Oh, no, that took too long. He even getting tired. Blah, blah, blah. Respect. We'll get to the last part. I'm going to check and make sure it's something that advances the conversation. Or we won't get to the last part. But respect to Skip Bayless trying to break that down. And shame on y'all who, when a man, Skip Bayless, is sitting there looking at another, he's watching the game. He's watching another man obviously going through some devastating injury to the point where he flatlined on the field multiple times. He flatlined. And players are like, yo, we have seen injury. I have been injured. What is that? Right? Like there's a white tunnel. Like his spirit is lifted. Like he gone. So, Skip Bayless, and this is the problem. People are not smart enough, sophisticated enough, real enough to understand there's still a duality here. There's one, potential loss of life. And there's two, why are we here? How do I know Damar Hamlin flatlined? Oh, I don't know. There's a football game. What happens to him? Does he die? Is he dead? Did you ask that question? I remember watching it with my son. Whoa, I could cry right now because, playing football, everybody thinks about their mortality, but you never think you're going to die on a football field, but then you think you can get severely injured, and then you realize that some of those severe injuries could have led to death. You know how many times I got hit and my neck went like this and the stinger, and you paralyzed for like 3 minutes? You're like another inch here or this there. And you know how many times I blacked out? Like, they call it getting your bell rung. Shoot, I couldn't see. It was dark. It was Mission Impossible. It was the Twilight Zone. You start thinking about that. Then I was watching that game with my son, and he's like, Daddy, is he okay? I'm like, no, he's not okay. Now, how bad is he? I don't know, and I'm not going to guess. But he's bad. We're sitting there, and I'm like, I don't know if I cried or not, but I'm about to cry right now. I was like, oh, Lord, Lord, Lord. Because then I'm looking at this little boy who has flag football practice tomorrow. And for those who think flag football, you can't get hurt. Oh, them kids, it turns into two-hand touch. It turns into diving for flags. And also just regular orthoscopic injuries, like cats, like regular, oh, I broke something. Oh, I fell wrong. Like, oh, God. So I'm like, and this is a path. This kid loves football because his daddy loves football. He's surrounded by all this accolade of football. His name is mine. I'm like, am I signing my son up for a death sentence potentially? So the duality had to be discussed. Now, people are going to say, are you supposed to discuss it in that moment? Just like when you go to a funeral for your friend who you know was a gangster, who you know who was a killer, who finally got shot and killed himself, you sitting there like, the last thing we should discuss is how bad he was. Let's celebrate his life. And most people do, other than Charleston White. Charleston White would sit there and be like, man, good riddance, right? I love Charleston White. Good riddance. He like, if it's a zero-sum game, he done took out more than that. He gone. And I'm not going to lie. I'm at funerals sometimes conflicted too. I'm like, we really going to do this? Okay. Let's clean them up. Let's clean up everything about them. And you looking at the family like, yep, gonna miss them. I'm gonna miss them, but god dang. A lot of other families said they're gonna miss their family too because of him. Anyway, let's get into it, y'all. Beat up in the comments. We still got a lot to talk about. Dan Lebatard and Jemele Hill exposes the apocalypse of journalism. We still got that story. We still got to talk about LeVar Ball making big demands of the NBA. If I say WNBA one more time. Kendrick Perkins and Ja Morant and T. Morant and Memphis Grizzlies and all the beef that's just going around. WrestleMania coverage. We got to talk about that. And LT talking about women, crack, and sex. I want to get into this. This is hilarious. But this is also gangster.
What's up?
What's up, man? What's up? What's good with you? What's up, man? How you doing?
Y'all know Cam, y'all know Mace, y'all know Advance on Vazu. That ain't what Mace do, right? And y'all know Cameron. Come on, man. We can't. First of all, Cameron's like one of my favorite rappers. Okay, sick, insane. And then Uso, the wrestler, WWE guy. Right?
You all right?
Yeah,
Ready for
man.
WrestleMania?
Yeah, y'all all right?
Yeah, everything good, man. Everything good.
Man, what up?
No, just
Dog, he can play the role. Look at that chicken. What's up? He is hilarious. Let's go.
right there. You hear me?
You good?
What up, Mace? Yeah, man. Feel something over here.
No, we good.
Do you feel like you have the aura that everybody says you have?
Have you seen the arenas when I come out?
Oh, I've seen the arenas.
Yeah.
Okay. This lady, first of all, whoever watches this show, please beat it up in the comments. What's her background? How'd she get on this show? And is everything good? Everything all right? She cracks me up. And I'm like, I don't know why. I'm like, you talking about what happened to the other girl? Is she gone? The black girl? Oh my God, what is going on? Just break it down for me, y'all. I haven't seen it in a second.
I don't think nobody in WWE has that right now.
Your family being like wrestling royalty in Samoa, where you think you ranking it?
I wouldn't say I'm above like the Roman Reigns.
Yeah, because you're not.
Yeah.
My bad.
You think you rank? You think you above The Rock?
We ain't got time for no lies, Oos.
Nah. As far as wrestling, I feel like I'm up there with them, but I got a lot to grow, man. What's up?
This is not the show for this killer.
Hey, so wait a minute. So he came on the show just trying to keep it real, keep it thou wow, and they like, not here, dog. Like you better tell the truth. You over here, we keep it thou wow. You acting like you are. You better than who? The Rock? What? You better get out of here.
This is not the show.
Damn,
Anybody ever tried you in public?
What'd you think about these YouTubers coming into your space?
Yeah, they can get slapped too. Yeah, you want to try?
You talking to me? Listen.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's all good.
Hey, rapper find out quick. Wrestler it ain't all fake. Them suckers be jumping 90 feet off the top rope. He like, nah, I'm good.
I don't know where we going with this, but let me just stick to the script.
The energy.
Yeah, the energy's kind of off. But when you see,
man, did you like? Damn, did you want me on the show or what?
You here, right? How do you feel about that for the first time seeing yourself in a video game?
Come on,
I ain't got to create myself. I bet you do though. That's the difference. Is I could pick mine now.
You prefer fighting by yourself or tag team? What's your preference?
If I could pick, though, I'd probably be with my brother.
Yeah, I bet it would. You wouldn't want to be by yourself. I get it. I totally understand that. Y'all got anything else to say? Because I don't smell what the Oos is cooking. He's not his father.
Oh, my God.
Right? Because I really don't have nothing else to say to him. And you looking at me like it's a problem.
I can go. Any more questions, Oos?
Yeah, no, aren't you a big Cameron fan? Like you're a fan of his music and Mace and
Jim
like
Jones was number one the whole time anyway.
Jesus. Man, come on. Somebody about to get beat down.
Or will you rank yourself, Oos?
You had the pink tees. You had the pink tall tees. That was what you was wearing. Your brother took it from you, so he already let me know your character.
Wow.
He already ain't respect you.
He's for real? You coming off with like a little disrespectful.
Nah, I think
just be respectful. Let's just keep it on me. You ain't got to talk about my family.
No, I have much love for your family. I think your family is wrestling royalty. When you say you wrestle as good as The Rock, I got a problem with that. I can't respect it.
I ain't gonna. I do feel uneasy right now.
Jesus. This is the best thing going. I feel a little uneasy right now. You know somebody's psycho when they tell you, I'm about to go psycho, right? Like the thing about the Incredible Hulk, he didn't tell you when he was going to turn green, but you knew we knew. I don't know if everybody else knew. He's about to turn green.
I feel uneasy as well.
Yeah, me too. You want to feel easy? Pause. Like, main event Saturday or Sunday?
Come on.
Sunday.
Main event is still on Sunday or is not
Main
on
event Sunday.
Got it.
They
trying watch who's?
They trying to get
Sunday. Definitely Sunday. I'm a main event type nigga.
What do you think about my father?
Oh, now, this is loaded. Don't you dare say nothing about Pops.
Great. Legend. All time. Just was wondering what happened after.
What do you mean?
He's there. The whole family's great. Then we got Oos here. Like, what happened? What happened to you?
Got the white beater on too. You know he about to go get it. It's about to go down.
You being real disrespectful, bro. I don't know if you're reading a lot of that social media shit. You rubbing me the wrong way a little bit, Oos. I didn't expect this. I'm a huge fan.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm more mad at you because you keep bringing Saturday WrestleMania niggas here and you don't bring us a Sunday WrestleMania.
Say less, Cam. I ain't got to be
talking to my
here.
producer, bro. You keep bringing Sunday. I need a Sunday WrestleMania. I don't smell what the Oos is cooking. And at the end,
oh my Jesus! Oh, killer! Killer Kanye, Killer Kanye, Killer Kanye, Killer Kanye. That is the best ever. Blah, blah, blah. Now, for y'all who don't know, I mean, obviously, watching it in that way, that was a skit. That was a promo. But in real time, I don't know, American public schools, once again, fellas, right, Wimby? Jesus. People thought that was real. What a way to go viral. What a way to go viral. I mean, it was hilarious. Oh, my God. I can't believe it. So, respect to that whole promo, how that went down, everything. Oh, tell me what y'all think. Beat it up in the comments. I thought it was crazy funny. Good for them. Oh, man. All right, let me center myself real quick. Let me get y'all the real quick. What's good? Hey, I got to talk to y'all about NFL money a little bit. We still got some good topics coming up. NFL money's coming up right now. We still got to talk about Dan Lebatard and Jemele Hill exposing the apocalypse of journalism, LeVar Ball and his demands of the NBA. LT talking about women and crack and sacks and WrestleMania coverage we just went over, right? Now let's get into this NFL coverage. Pete this. You got a quarterback. He wants to get paid. And this is what you say? This is gangster.
But yeah, I mean, I think, listen, we got Jacoby, Gardner, they both played a lot of ball. I think, as we sit here today, we're trying to install a system. You guys are rolling. I'll defer to you on that, but we're not really naming anybody.
Took you that long to just say you ain't got a starter? This is how you fumble the bag. And I'm not talking about the one who's trying to get paid. I'm talking about the one who's doing the paying. That's how you mess it up. Just say it.
We'll see how that room looks by the time we get in August.
Yeah, we'll piggyback off that. I mean, that's there's going to be certain, if you're going to ask me on tight end, I think, there's certain positions that, you feel really good about, and I feel really good about the quarterback position. Why? Because both those guys have played a lot of football.
Oh, they over there leveraging their asses against each other. Sorry, Brissett, Jacoby Brisket. I call him Brisket, but Jacoby Brissett, respect. Thank God for Sean McVay, because now we can respect coaches that look like this. Because remember there was a day Young looked like you just came from the club? No. If you were just at the Laurel Tavern and then all of a sudden you just showed up here looking like this, you ain't my coach. But Sean McVay said, yeah, I am actually, and I'm a damn good one at that.
So right now, none of that's even being discussed, because all we're trying to do is get a foundational aspect of what this system looks like. And then, like I keep telling the guys, yeah, we have the foundational aspects of what we want it to look like, but we're going to fit it to the skill set of what these guys can do. We're not going to be the Rams, we're not going to be the Niners, we're not going to be the Packers, we're not going to be anyone but the Arizona Cardinals. And that organically, the best offenses I've been a part of organically have gotten to that point.
Man, they said a bunch of nothing. I mean, this is what Jacoby Brissett wrote when he saw that. But let's break it down. Let's have a real story out of this, okay? So let's break down some money, because that's all they talking about, money. That's why they talking out of both sides of their mouth, elastic language, because they don't want to talk about that money.
I'll show you a real NFL contract and how it works. He gets a $9.9 million signing bonus, and he gets $750,000, which is the league minimum.
Why didn't you make it 10, make it easy on yourself? Go ahead, big dog.
$10.7 million he's getting, but now he got to pay Uncle Sam. Federal taxes are $4 million. Then state taxes in Michigan are almost $700,000. And then he's got to pay something called the jock tax. You might know what that is? If you're an NFL player, pro athlete, whatever, you have to pay taxes in every single state you play. So you play for the Dallas Cowboys that has no state income tax, great.
Cowboy schedule, please. If you're the Giants, you're like, yes.
Like Will Levis plays in Nashville, right? Tennessee has no state tax. That number's 0. But then, when you go play in California, guess what happens? You pay tax in that state. You've gone from 10.7 to $5.8 million. So half your money is gone and you have not spent $1. And guess who doesn't know that? The people asking you for money. All they see is in the paper, you getting 10.7 mil. I saw the NIL deal, you getting 300 grand. Give me some of that. Give me 100 grand, you got 200 grand left. And if you don't know no better, yeah, okay, cool, all right, yeah, I got you, mom, you raised me. Here's 100 grand, I got 200 grand left. Uncle Sam goes, all right, but I need 150 grand of that. So you only have 150 grand, you gave 9% of your money to your mom.
Damn.
You didn't know.
Gave 9%. You hear that? Good Lord, mama, give it back, mama. Stop playing.
It's about putting a plan in place. If you know this going in, you can do everything you want to do if you plan. If you don't, you're playing catch up. We can simplify all this stuff. That's our goal. Everybody has different responsibilities. Our goal is to make sure whatever yours are, we help you navigate it.
Blah, blah, blah. Love that, love that. Speaking of navigating, let's get into it. Give the members some love. Shout out to everybody out there. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, and become a member. If you laughed or thought or just been like, damn, Wiley up early, make sure you like this video right here. Who are our top fans right now? We got Abundance the Sun. That's a new one. All right, number 5, Murphy Robert. Oh, you back. 4, Francisco Aguilera, my dog. 3, Sal Perez is here, and Stomp is winning. Stomp been winning from beginning to end, 365 days. I want the same old love, baby. I saw this lady that looked like Anita Baker yesterday. Shout out to John Legend and Chrissy Teigen. She ain't even changed her name to Legend. Damn, she's popular. She's like, I don't care. Had a birthday party yesterday, and their lady that works with them, she looked just like Anita Baker. I told her, I said, you are beautiful. She's like, oh, thank you, baby. That's so sweet. Respect to all you guys, members and everybody. And Diddy Truck with the super chat who says, save time and money on your next truck rental nationwide with Diddy Truck. Oh, he doing a promo for $10. Not bad. Compare prices from companies like U-Haul, Penske, and Budget all at once. Move smarter. Compare to save. Hey, if you give me $10, I got 10 seconds for you. I just made a lot of money. I could make $60 a minute. Nah, respect to you, big dog. I respect the hustle. Tell me if Adrian Peterson is a Hall of Famer. First ballot Hall of Famer. NFL MVP. Offensive Player of the Year. Rookie of the Year. 4-time All-Pro, first team. 3-time second team, All-Pro. 7-time Pro Bowler. 3-time NFL rushing yard leader. And 2 times NFL rushing touchdown leader. Is he a first ballot Hall of Famer? Y'all know how they act. Adrian Peterson also been on video fighting and getting beat up. Let me stop. He's had a few issues since he's led all those statistics and accolades and acquired those. Is he a first ballot Hall of Famer, or are they going to hate on him? Tell me that. What do y'all think? All right, let's get to this journalism topic. We go back and then get to the Lawrence Taylor and all that. We got to do some journalism. I feel like we need some meat right now. Oh, pause. Talking to him, Jemele here.
Jemele, when it comes to the relationships that we talk about in journalism, how do you think that they've been influenced in the last 15 years or so, where breaking news has gone from an older form of journalism through newspapers to now it needs to be instant? You need to be the first person to know, and that has really changed the way we report.
Yeah, I thought about this before. I feel like I might have been having a conversation with my husband about this, because I was explaining to him, and my fellow seasoned journalists would remember this. Remember when you actually thought, if you had to put a correction in the paper for one of your stories, that your career was over? Like,
oh man, do y'all remember those days, or are y'all too young? Anyway, there was a time where it had to be right. Because, I mean, look, you only have that day, and if it's wrong, you got to come back the next day, and that's 24 hours later saying, oops, it was a whole different world.
That used to be a thing, right? That if you got a name wrong, if you got a fact wrong, and, you were in print journalism, the paper ran a correction, and they put it in some magical file that they had of you, and you really thought that your career would be over if you made a mistake, and certainly a repeat mistake. So fast forward to now, where people get, whether or not people have died wrong, they get all kinds of things wrong all the time, and there's no real consequence for doing that. There's no consequence for inaccuracy. It's hard to live in that world of thinking that truth will always matter when you have a constant steady stream of Facebook posts that are completely made up that people buy as actual news or think that it really happened, and that they're able to monetize off literally providing the public with fake news.
Fake news, fake people, fake stories, fake interactions. Look, it's crazy. Like, I love cat videos. I'm a big believer in cats over dogs. People love dogs more. I'm not mad at you. I just like cats more, especially with my schedule. They're easier to take care of. I don't have any cats, but I used to have cats, and I used to have dogs. It's a running funny joke between Michelle Beadle and I as well. But the thing is that I noticed, I love just watching, lions and, cheetahs and stuff. And now I'm watching videos of these little cats, and I'm like, cats over there dancing and juking and playing Snoop in the background. I'm like, what? Everything. You think it's bad now. AI is going to take it to a whole nother level.
And so how we report, the standards of reporting have been completely shattered, because I don't know that we have those standards anymore because the consequences aren't there anymore. So it's hard to have a level of accountability in a profession that doesn't frankly have very much in certain spaces. At the New York Times, but even the New York Times, if we held up a microscope to how they've reported in the last 5 years, trust me, they would not meet their own standard at all. The standard that they're trying to employ now with one of their journalists. And
you can't. You know why? Because you're trying to compete to get there first. And guess what? You're careless. It's like when you do your homework. If you rush and do it, like my son does, he rushes and does his homework. He's like, Dad, I'm done. I said, you just went in there 2 minutes ago. You finished calculus in 2 minutes? Yeah, I'm done. Then I look at it. 1 + 1, 3. I was like, dog. My point is, you have to take your time, do it the first time, take a little break, go to the bathroom, walk around the house for a second, come back, then proofread, double check. We can't do that now. That story old. I lose out on so much in terms of virality, in terms of breaking news, because it's not because I can't do a video real quick or I can't put out a tweet. It's like I don't have enough information. Oh, no, you heard what happened, right? What? Go. I'm like, wait a minute, I got questions. And they're like, oh, you're going to miss the algorithm. I was like, I guess it's missed then.
So it's just a really crazy time. But the hard part is accepting that this has become the new normal. Is that instant means better than good and fair and accurate. It's instant. If you have it instant, that's all that matters. And I never thought I would see that day in journalism, but nevertheless, that's just where we are.
You mentioned
yeah, I mean, I knew we were going to see this day, because why are we getting everything, the technology, the evolution of it all is more instantaneous. Like, you want it when you want it, just like watching this video. I don't have to watch the Dan Lebatard show at 7 p.m. Eastern or whatever the hell time. Or you don't have to watch this show right now live, Marcellus, 5 in the morning. You could be a part of the replay gang. And we all a part of the replay gang. I didn't see this when it happened live. I waited, and then I saw it then. But the point is, it's on demand. It's when I want to watch it. You do it, and I'll eat it when you cook it, I'll eat it when I want to. And it's going to be hot. Isn't that crazy? That's how it is. It's like this buffet of content, information is always readily available. And some of it instantaneous. 1 minute grits over there. And then slow cooked baked potatoes over here. I'll be watching when I want to. We all on demand. Even though they're in a rush to put the content out, we'll get to it when we want to.
Politicians getting away with more heinous stuff. With TMZ opening a bureau in D.C., do you think that more politicians will be a little more scared about what they do?
Let's just say I hope so.
Why was he doing that with his face?
So I hope they're a little scared. They should be. Because frankly, they deserve to be. Again, talking about new norms is the fact that TMZ is probably in a better position to hold them accountable than mainstream media. I mean, I guess you would consider TMZ mainstream media, but they're probably in a much... I would trust TMZ to do that better than the Washington Post at this point.
Man, TMZ, DC, politics all the time. Woo, you're talking about something that feeds itself. You're talking about something that just does it for itself. I mean, just to alert, because politicians, a lot of relationships. The power comes from the leverage you have. Information, right? So very few of them are there because academia, you know what I mean? You're not just trying to outsmart somebody. You're trying to outmaneuver somebody, outleverage somebody. How do you do that? I got something on you, big dog. I got a little bit of dirt. I know what you up to. I know how you talking. And let me just tell you, because athletes get the reputation of being so crazy and freaky and always on the road and cheating on their families. And yeah. Wait till these politicians, wait till all them after work dinners get exposed. It's going to be gangster.
And that says a lot. Because, you know, when you want to talk about things that have drastically changed, the Post is a great example of things that have drastically changed.
And look, Washington Post, not as the integrity is lost. New York Times, integrity has been lost. All of them picked the side, and I don't care what side you picked. You picked wrong because you shouldn't have picked a side. We didn't come to the newspaper to see you over here slant me because of your bias. So now TMZ, even though they have bias, they didn't do the Rossini story like that. I don't know why, but whatever. But the point is, they are at least, when they said Michael Jackson was dead and nobody else said it, we were like, oh, they for real. They get it. Like we just want the real, and then we'll really take it where we want to. Simple as that.
And cheapened standards,
probably,
like when you get into cheapened standards on this stuff, like you're skipping past the last 5 years. The New York Times and the Washington Post have fallen apart while trying to hold up a standard that doesn't pass measure when fake news can undercut it and Bezos can take over the Washington Post and ruin it.
Yeah, I mean, Dan, it's like when the financial model of our business changed.
Yeah.
So much changed with it. I mean, newspapers used to be owned by families as opposed to, you know, sort of trillionaires with no sense of ethical anything.
All right. Let me pause. Blah, blah, blah. I do not like when people always equate ethics with wealth. I do not like that. Because it's, you know what it is? It's a trick. It's a trick. What do they say? Like in The Godfather, it's a trick of the rich. Like discontent for money is a trick of the rich to keep the poor without it. Catch the trick. And a lot of people get fooled by this trick. Oh, that money's going to take away. You're going to sell your soul. Oh, that money going to make you act different. You're not going to care. You're not a human being. You're not down to earth. You don't understand. You live in that world. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care what car you have. I don't care what boat you have. You are on the same land. You're breathing the same air and you're traveling through the same sea. You could be on a plane, first class, most expensive seat. Guess what? The person with the cheapest seat, this thing go down, we going down together. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Now, you can have individual cases of bad people with money. Duh. You want to play that game? You know how many people without money that are bad? Anybody? We always say the trillionaire is unethical. What about the broke dog? What about I can show you a video right after this. I can show you what broke look like. I grew up in it. You want to talk ethics? Continue.
And this isn't to say that, you know, I don't want to romanticize what journalism was. It certainly wasn't perfect. There's certainly missteps and mistakes that happen all the time. But because we have generally put media in the hands of so few people, we should not be surprised at the apocalypse that has become journalism.
Great point, and I will end there. Blah, blah, blah. I don't think I wouldn't flip back to her. Sorry, Jemele. Respect. There's a part 2 to that. Love for you guys on this topic, but we're going to have to move on because, yeah, there's other things that we must talk about. Oh, let me just show you this. And since she want to talk about trillionaire ethics, I'm going to show you this video. I'm going to go over it later, but this one, I want to just show y'all this. Just a bunch of dudes hanging out, right? That's what it looks like. Oops, looks are deceiving. One, whoa, hey,
What are you saying? Act right now, act right, act like folk now.
Now he gonna break that down. When people start telling me, oh, the rich people, because it almost tries to rob you of your ambition to become rich. I don't want to be rich. Why? I don't want to act like that. What you mean? You act like how you want to act. I'm so glad Jay-Z did that last interview. He did an interview sitting down. I forget, was it Vibe or Complex, something big. And he did this interview and he was just like, what are y'all talking about? Like, Okay, I'm a billionaire. You think I don't want to be one? You think you don't want to be one? On top of that, you think I changed because I got that? I changed to get this. Like, I put, woo, you don't change because you got it. You change because you're trying to get it, right? It's just a trick. I'm not lying to you guys. It's the most deceptive thing that they do. Discontent for money is a trick of the rich to keep the poor without it. And you notice who always saying, oh, these people are horrible. The rich, not the wealthy, the rich. Oh, look at them. Look at them billionaires. Look at them. Hold on. So when I had 900 million, I was cool. And now I got $1 billion. Oh, look at you. You over here tripping. If y'all don't stop playing with me. So you got to get out that game because they will keep you in that game locked in. Well, love for you guys. You know, on this show, one thing we do have is a curfew. We don't play that on this show. Nope. When it's time because the itty bitties don't give a damn. So I got love for you guys. Let me get some more. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a member. Love to all the members out there. Patrick Edwards, shout out to you, Big Dog, and Stomp. Y'all been rocking all day with your boy. I appreciate you to the fullest. Let's get our top 5 going. Abundance the Sun, Francisco Aguilera, Sal Perez, Stomp, and Diddy Truck. Diddy Truck, hit me up. DatDudeEntertainment at gmail.com. Let's talk some talk, boy. Let's talk some walk, advertising. Love for you guys. Have an amazing day. Have a better day to me. I got to be honest, y'all. Emotionally, I got to be more available. I got to open up. Pause. All right, y'all. Oh, I love the pause game, and I'm too old to be playing that. Peace.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I think the